Just before the game, the championship ring was distributed to the players by NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. And a proud moment indeed for this team and their fans.
Steven Adams.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. And going against New Orleans, their first game of the NBA's regular season. A season ago, they matched up with this team in the first round. Lost a tough 6-game series.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Added incentive in a game like this. I mean, they've got to be ready to rise up to that challenge.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Williams is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Whiteside in at the 5, roaming the paint. And he gets it to go.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And it's the Pelicans with the ball, 13 feet away. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
From deep, Iguodala. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Right side a screen. Williams attacking. Nobody near Barnes. Got a piece of it. Whiteside off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Curry's shot is good.
4 straight makes out the gate. That's a sweet start.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Williams kicks to Whiteside. Millsap inside. Stokes there. And that one's good. Millsap.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Curry outside. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
And Williams, here we go. Count the bucket. Williams has got his first bucket of the night.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Levine kicks to Iguodala. Some nice passing by Golden State. Curry outside, and another three for Golden State.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now, here's Whiteside. And the powerful one-handed slam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Pelicans trail by 6. Williams attacking. And it's Curry with the rebound. Warriors have gotten off to a tremendous start. 7 of 7 here in the first quarter. Levine dishes to Adams. Feeds to Iguodala. Three-pointer. And it's Curry again from deep. Curry's got 14.
He is on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
Williams passes to Barnes. And that one is hammered home.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Now here's Curry. 14 points for him. But another three for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Thornton comes in for Andre Iguodala. Pelicans trail by 10. Well, New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old, and the youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoffs last year.
5 to shoot. It's Williams with the drive, and it's blocked by Adams. To the paint. That's good from Williams on the assist by Paul Millsap.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior. And for the Pelicans, part of why they look so mature is how they protect leads. I mean, rarely giving away points for free and knowing how to close out games.
And here is Williams. After the three-pointer from Stephen Curry, Williams kicks to Millsap. Jacks up a three. Williams can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 11.
And you know, guys, the Pelicans only lost 5 games last year where they led going into the fourth quarter. They won 38 when entering the fourth quarter with the lead. That's very mature basketball for a team that's as young as they are.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy for all those assists.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And, guys, the wheels really fell off for Marcus Thornton's game last year. This was a deadly shooter who averaged over 21 points a game only a few seasons ago. But last season, under double figures at 9 per contest.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. On the topic of Thornton, Greg, last season he wasn't all bad. He did hit, a career high 42% of his threes. Clark, the problem is he didn't provide anything else.
Yeah, he's an Allen wrench. He's a specialist. I mean, he's never been a great playmaker, rebounder, or defender. His money is made with his jump shot.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Zach LaVine, and it's Martin in for Marcus Thornton. Millsap dishes to Whiteside. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season, averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year, and it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
And here's Millsap following Kevin Martin's three. And here's Millsap, 6 to shoot. And Redick now top the key. From the top of the key, he buries it. Redick's got 6.
And talking about Whiteside, he isn't completely out of the woods yet. I mean, after a couple of ejections last season, his teammates publicly condemned his actions. They questioned his maturity, challenged him to be more reliable, and for the most part, he was after those incidents.
Ball's knocked loose. Millsap a screen. Williams passes to Millsap. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Warriors leading by 14. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And you know, the thing about Whiteside, guys, when he's right, he's an unbelievable game changer. Second in the league in block shots last season. Also posted the second best field goal percentage. The guy can play if he keeps his head squarely on his neck.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Bazemore's checked in.
And guys, Andre Iguodala entered this league as an athlete with raw skill. And bit by bit, though, he refined his game over the years, except in the one category, free throw shooting. In that one area, he was much better over the first 5 years of his career than he has been the last 5.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And we were talking about Iguodala's free throw shooting. It really is a miracle. He's become so efficient, Clark, in every other area of his game. But last year, in his 11th season, he shot the second worst percentage of his career.
Sometimes, Kevin, it's simply a matter of confidence. You miss a few and it gets into your head, and before you know it, the harder you're trying, the worse it gets.
Ball stolen. Curry kicks to Dedmon. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Dedmon's got his first bucket in this one.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Here's Lawson, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
They're forcing the ball inside. And it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Whiteside dishes to Bazemore. Oh, that's blocked. They get it back, and the wide open shot from Redick. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Here's Lawson, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get to the shooters. It's imperative that they get a hand up.
It's blocked. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Shot to stop the run, and Williams with the layup. Williams has got 6. Curry with it. He's got 23. Three-pointer, Lawson. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Millsap a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Redick with the bucket.
That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there.
Redick's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Here's Curry with the 3 and another. Golden State.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Poke loose. Iguodala with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Lawson. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. That's 12 points for Ty Lawson.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry.
He said that they'd be focusing a lot of their defensive energies on containing Ty Lawson, especially in transition. He added, Lawson is one of the fastest players in the league. So if you let him get out and run, you are putting yourself at a huge disadvantage. We've got to keep him in the half court and limit his penetration. Guys?
And thank you, Doris. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Williams, and that one's good. Williams has got 8 points.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors showed just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
Pelicans shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. Down low. Bazemore misses.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense did give up on that play and cut him off.
And the basket by Curry.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now. And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
The Pelicans have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. Levine's checked in for the Warriors. And Williams drops them both.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
And of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s.
Timeout called the Warriors. Marcus Thornton is checked in for Bogdanovich. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Lawson outside. Pass to Iguodala. The tray. And Lawson gets it to go on the assist by Iguodala. And that's 15 points for Lawson. Lawson's gone 3 of 3 from the arc. 9 points on that long-range shot of his. Good. 12 points for Mo Williams.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Watson the pass to Levine. And another three for Golden State.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Millsap a screen. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. The shot's good from Watson. Watson's got 17 now.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. The Warriors on top, opening up a huge gap. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, and I think Coach will allow me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
You know, you can tell right now this team's on the same page. They are right where they want to be offensively.
Well, finding scores on time and on target with your passing, it makes scoring the ball easy for them.
They've got Steven Adams. Levine is out there with Curry. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Stokes in at the 4. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, over that last break, I listened in on Alvin Gentry's huddle. Offensively, he wants them to work the ball around. He stressed the need to find good shots, not quick shots. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Hill, a screen on Curry. 5 on the clock. Hill, no good.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
It's Williams with the drive. Hill with it. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Pizzagna's shot is off. And it's Golden State's ball. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
In the corner, Bazemore with it. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Iguodala's running. The shot's good from Lawson.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
In the corner, Bazemore with it. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Bazemore's got his first points of the night.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. for 3, and that one's good. Bazemore's got 5.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Stokes kicks to Curry. They double-team Curry. And the Warriors take on 2 more.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Williams. In for his 7th make in 13 tries.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Deflects the pass. Here's Bazemore. He's covered by Iguodala. Bazemore passes to Hazanya. Hill sets the screen for Williams. Williams with another miss. Warriors have gone a superb 7 of 7 from the field here in the second. It's Iguodala with the drive. Here's Stokes, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the New Orleans Pelicans. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low. Teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in.
You know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Curry. Good. Curry's got 34 points.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Here's Williams. Another miss by Williams. Well, for the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they thought through the game was fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for positives moving forward.
Kicks it to Kufis. And nothing is falling for him right now. Golden State's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Curry's shot is good.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Hill, a screen on Curry. Here's Williams on the money from 12 feet away. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter. And it's the Warriors with the ball to the right side. And Bogdanovich kicks to Stokes. Lawson from outside, and that one's good. Lawson's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
It's Williams with the drive. Here's the 3. Hazanya's shot is off. Golden State's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. And that is good. And that's now 29 points for Lawson.
Boy, guys, he's had a lot of bounce in his step this quarter. I mean, it's been a pretty impressive stretch for him.
There's a screen. Williams attacking. Bazemore for 3. Stokes with the rebound. Stokes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Some changes for Golden State. Tristan Thompson comes in for Jarnell Stokes, and it's Thornton in for Ty Lawson. The Pelicans also changing it up. Millsap comes in for Kufis, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Hazanya. And that one's good. Curry's got 39.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Williams kicks to Millsap. There's the feed to Bazemore. Millsap a screen. Williams dishes to Millsap. Looking for Redick. He gets it there. Cannot hit. The Warriors go the other way with it. It's stolen by Hill. Here's Williams. He's got 18 to the middle. Millsap misses.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Hill kicks to Reddick. That's tipped. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Thornton. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Boy, the pace has been relentless. These guys have really been pushing it up, fellas.
And one of the best ways to get a rhythm offensively really is to play in space. And you do that with fast break opportunities. Transition buckets are always a boon offensively.
3 straight hoops in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Yeah, no excuse for giving up the easy fast break baskets like they have. They've got to do a better job of engaging there.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And Reddick is just an unbelievable three-point shooter. It's not just his volume, it's his pinpoint accuracy. By the end of last season, Reddick was 40% from behind the arc for his career.
And Williams, here we go. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Pelicans ball.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Warriors, number 1.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Here's Williams. He's got 18. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go with Thornton with nobody back.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Pelican substitution.
New Orleans making some changes here. Whiteside comes in for Jordan Hill. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Kent Bazemore. The dish to Millsap. And Thompson sends it back. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Horton's got the ball.
I think it's 4 of their last 5 scores coming from fast breaks. They're really getting it up and down now. Look like they're on roller skates out there.
Yeah, as soon as they get the ball, everybody on their team is looking to get out and run.
And the Pelicans miss again.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Outside Williams. He dishes it to Millsap. He kicks to Whiteside. They need this. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And there's the pass to Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
Once again, the defense letting them get open at the three-point line. That's a major mental mistake there. You've got to get to the shooter.
Millsap a screen. Williams kicks to Reddick. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. Reddick's gone a terrific 6 of 8 shooting from the floor. It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yet another 3 for him, Kevin. He's really been draining them here in the second.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And the Warriors with possession here. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
This defense is giving their shooters free rein to operate from behind the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity.
Reddick for 3. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
It only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Marcus Thornton on the wing. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Williams against Curry. Got a piece of it. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Curry's got 51.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Warriors ahead, delivering the blowout. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, what's been the key to what's working well out there for you guys right now?
Defensive end, we rebound the ball, keeping them off the glass, and being able to execute an offensive end.
Steph, thank you so much. Plenty of ingredients to a solid effort, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had a scoring performance for the ages, putting up an enormous amount of points, 10 assists, and also 3 steals. It's really great to see him back to what appears to be top form coming off the injury. There's a sense of reassurance that he's healthy after the first 2 quarters back. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think? Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
They're getting completely outworked on the glass. Giving up that many rebounds is how you dig yourself into a hole like this, Ernie. They want to close the gap on the scoreboard. They got to close the gap on the boards. You like that, Ernie? They want to close the gap on the scoreboard. They got to close the gap on the boards. Oh, I'm so good.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
How about Steph Curry in this one? And he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
And, Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
The Pelicans shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. They've got Harrison Barnes. Whiteside is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Williams at the 1 spot. That's good. Williams has got the first points of the second half up on the board for New Orleans.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
And now Lawson pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he gets it to go. Lawson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Williams kicks to Whiteside. Rebound by Iguodala.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And stolen by Redick. Here's Barnes. Oh!
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Curry's shot is good.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Curry against Redick. Knocks it loose. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. An easy 2 points on the layup. Curry's got 56 points in the game.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Millsap a screen. Whiteside, the pass to Barnes. There's a good screen. Passes it to Millsap. 6 on the shot clock. Count the bucket.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And Paul Millsap, guys, the only player to lead the NCAA in rebounding 3 straight seasons back in college. A former second-round pick, was kind of slept on, but now clearly making his mark in the NBA. And they're not taking their foot off the pedal. They just keep adding to their lead.
Well, it's never a good idea to back off and ease up, and it doesn't look like that thought's even crossed their mind. I love it.
Right side a screen. Shot off the screen. The Warriors pull it in. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Curry's got 58.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
To the inside. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop and at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
And Williams, here we go. And here's Barnes for 3. And the Pelicans miss again. And here's Golden State. They're on a 16-4 run. And the shot is good.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well-coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
Now, this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
Redick with a screen on Lawson. Double team on Williams. Redick, a good look. Stokes with the rebound. Stokes has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Curry's shot is good.
These guys putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Williams dishes to Whiteside. Lawson on the double team. Poked away. Whiteside kicks to Millsap. Outside Williams. Here's Barnes. Here's Millsap. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Millsap's got 4 points now in the quarter. Golden State's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Took him no time at all on that one. 40 points for Lawson.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots. They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it. And that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Williams passes to Millsap. Redick dishes to Millsap. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Whiteside. Lays it up and banks it in. Whiteside's got 9.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Puts up the baby hook, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Shooting one. J.J. Redick in second versus first.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Kufis checked in for Whiteside. Hill comes in for Paul Millsap. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Barnes. And it's Hazanya in for J.J. Redick.
Boy, last season, Hassan Whiteside made a huge splash in the NBA. Big blocks, big rebound totals. But he had some head-scratching moments as well. Missed his share of action due to suspensions.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Curry kicks to Lawson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Lawson's got 46 points. And GA, as you said with Whiteside, his fiery attitude flared up a few times last season, and it hurt his team more than once in Miami.
No doubt. It's something that he has got to work on. I mean, he's proven that he can be a big-time player in this league, but he can't have the mental lapses that get him tossed from games and hurt his team.
Here's the screen. Williams attacking. Bazemore inside the three-point line. It's rebounded by Golden State. Curry's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Koufos with the block. Lawson. Here's Azania, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And you talk about huge single-game scoring performances like we're watching here tonight. Going back, only one player, think of this, only one player in NBA history to go triple digits, and that's the Big Dipper, Wilt Chamberlain, on March 2nd, 1962.
Truly an iconic record. I mean, 100 points. I mean, it's hard to wrap your mind around, but Wilt was a man among boys, a player who changed the way an entire sport was played. Truly a revolutionary.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
Williams to Bazemore. Poked loose. It's stolen by Adams. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And he gets it to go. 63 points for Steph Curry. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Williams against Curry. Pass to Azania. Uncovered. And the jumper is good.
Assist goes to Koufos.
Now Curry. Non-stop scoring machine here. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for Golden State.
He is just tearing it up this court. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
It's Williams with the drive. That's good.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
Dishes it to Levine. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Levine's got 8.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
And he gets the bucket. And it's the Warriors' ball. Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Koufos has got 6.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Curry passes to Adams. Back to Curry. Fires for 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
And as you said, I mean, New Orleans made the playoffs for the first time under the name Pelicans. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the Warriors in the first round and were promptly swept away.
Outside, Williams fires the 3. Bean with the rebound.
I tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Iguodala, that's a 2-pointer. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
And thinking back to the Pelicans playoffs from last year, let a 20-point lead slip away in that fourth quarter of Game 3. But they played better than a sweep and got valuable postseason experience for that young roster.
Here's Azania. Poked away. Here's Bazemore. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it. He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Hill kicks to Williams. And it's blocked by Adams. And it's the Warriors on the break. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Levine's got 5 points in the quarter.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Seven seconds left in the third quarter. And Nance kicks to Williams. They can't stop the run with that one.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Warriors ahead, running away with it. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Bogdanovich out there with Martin. Then it's Thornton. Then it's Dwayne Dedman. And it's Lawson in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Nance dishes to Larkin. New Orleans moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Johnson attacking. Good.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Shane Larkin.
Now here is Lawson. From the arc. Another 3 for Golden State.
And what's gotten into him today? Yeah, this is getting ridiculous.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Azania, good.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
That is good.
What a final quarter these guys are having from downtown, just burying the threes in bunches.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason not to. I mean, work that perimeter. It's going good for you. Work it until it stops.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Pelicans ball.
The Pelicans have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Larkin kicks to Whiteside. Stolen by Martin. Now the Warriors moving it up. Unloads from 9. Good.
There's got to be some defensive help there. I mean, the size difference is just too great.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Nance a screen on Lawson. Here's Larkin. It's rebounded by Golden State. Here's Bogdanovich. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Whiteside a screen on Lawson. Larkin, the pass to Whiteside.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Timeout called the Warriors. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. Kufis checked in for Whiteside. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Curry with the three. That one falls, but off Lawson's feet. Lawson's got his 9th assist in the game now.
And guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
Larkin dishes to Johnson. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
The free throw drops for Kufis.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost +15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often, they could have made those numbers even higher had they won.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Here's Larkin. Lawson defending. Man's a screen on Lawson. Here's Larkin. No good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Here's Martin. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
You know, it's okay to give up a few if you're getting them back on the other end, but that hasn't been the case here.
Here's Azania, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Lawson. Pushing it up. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Johnson, wide open. He fires. Off target from 3-point range. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Here's Larkin. Lawson defending. Nice shot by Larkin.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Feeds it to Lawson. From deep. The rebound by Hazania. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Lawson. And here we go with Lawson running it right up the court. That's good.
And really the transition defense starting to let them down.
The last 4 buckets they've surrendered have come in transition. At some point, you've got to make an adjustment.
There's the pick. Larkin kicks to Kufis. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Kufis has got 11 points here in just the second half. High post shot. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Lawson.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. They've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
And the Warriors making a change here. Ennis is checked in.
You know, another point of contention between every NBA fan is whether or not the age restriction is a good thing. Some want it increased, others want it gone altogether. For me, it's a matter of whether or not you as a team feel that that player can make an impact on your roster.
Larkin, the pass to Nance. The open shot by Johnson, and he gets it to go from the corner.
Warriors ball time.
Timeout called the Warriors. Steven Adams is checked in for Golden State.
Steven Adams. Warriors ball time.
Well, with the season the Warriors put together, they came out way ahead of everybody else in the West. I mean, given how tough the West was last year, that makes their 67-win season all the more impressive. One of the best in history in my mind.
Timeout called the Warriors. Warriors took apart the West last season. They went 42-10 against the rest of the conference. The games between them and second place in the West were the same as the games between second place and eighth in the West.
And the Warriors didn't just pick on the little guys. I mean, they had big wins over the top teams in the West. Against the rest of the playoff teams, the Warriors were a whopping 20-5.
Here's Larkin. Lawson defending. Here's Johnson. Again, the miss by Johnson.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play. It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
And the call will be against Ty Lawson. That's his first foul.
Look, league business clearly doing well. Franchises, values are skyrocketing, and a new TV deal kicking in next season as well. It represents the largest expansion of league revenues in history.
And Nance kicks to Johnson. New Orleans moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. And it's blocked by Adams. And here comes Lawson leading the fast break. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Lawson.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And the NBA's TV deal paying about 3 times as much per year as the previous deal.
And it's changing the math as far as the salary cap and contract negotiations go. For the fans out there, don't get sticker shock. The players expect to share in these revenues.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
He feeds it to Iguodala. Let's go. Stephen Curry again.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
There's the screen. Free throw line jump shot. And too long on the shot. Larkin's gone 2 of 7 from the floor here. Lawson from outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
It's been a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. He's in a groove, and that tray of his has just been deadly.
Here's Larkin. Lawson defending. Curry with the steal. Here's the break. Up the floor. Here's Thompson. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. He was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Bogdanovich is checked in for the Warriors. Thornton comes in for Steph Curry.
There are going to be times, I think, when it's okay to take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Well, when would the times be, partner? Well, I'll get back to you later. The only excuse for a shot like that is if you're trying to beat the buzzer. That's the only time you can justify it.
Here's Bogdanovich. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. New Orleans gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Here's Rozier. Lawson defending. Denied. Johnson against Thornton. Here's Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Koufos. Here's Rozier. Lawson defending. And again, no good by New Orleans. So it's the Warriors now.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of Game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in Game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Stephen Curry. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lawson.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Rozier. Lawson defending. It's stolen by Martin. Lawson outside. Kicks to Martin. A 3-ball. It falls.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
Kevin, thank you. Tristan.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. Is hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.